I'm really not overstating what I said there, that it is literally Hatzalas Nefashos, what they are engaged in, and with Rabbi Rappaport and Shira and everyone, this is a form of Pikuach Nefesh, it really is. He said 3 to 4 minutes, I will try, because what the Shabbaton was, you just literally had to be there. And I'm only using notes to try to move it along. Having your beautiful child come out and tell you he's gay is really hard. Watching as they struggle and they drift because they can't have the life that you raised them to have is heartbreaking. Trying to hold a family together is like walking a tightrope, and making sure that that child knows that they can come home any hour of the day, dressed however they are on Shabbos, so that they know that is where they come. If they're ever in crisis, is what keeps a parent up at night. They wrote What to Expect When You're Expecting. There are plenty of great books about chinuch for children struggling with all things. I put Rabbi Rappaport's book more in the category of a sefer, but what they haven't written is What to Expect When Your Child Comes Out. Kesher Families is writing that book. The Penners and Rabbi Rappaport and a tremendous group of therapists are editors, and we as parents are trying to help co-write the chapters. Last March at the Shabbaton, we wrote that first chapter, or a huge chapter in this book. It was, in some ways I'm repeating what you've heard already, but it was a group of parents struggling with what today is the third rail in Orthodox Judaism. We've come a long way with other issues, but this is one we still are struggling with. And we were with a group of people, modern, yeshivish, Hasidish, no one was there. I remember Rabbi Penner used the word, no one was there, and the organization is not there to lobby for change. What we were all there is because we are trying to balance our unconditional love for the Rabboni Shalom and our unconditional love for our children. And to be with a group of people who you could cry with, hug, or sometimes it was just walking in and looking across the room. And I remember just making eye contact and saying, I know exactly what you're going through. In an area where, and I really thank also everyone from coming out tonight and the Rabbanim who are here, because there were people there who can't come out like this in their communities because their communities aren't ready for it. And the fact that we live in a community that we can have an event like this that's public and with no shame, just pride in what we're doing and love for our children, that they're no different than any other children, speaks volumes to the Rabbanim and to the community, so we thank you for that. I think the last thing I would say about the Shabbaton, the sessions, everyone is just, we spend so much, and I think someone made the point, we spend so much energy, rightfully so, taking care of our children when this happens, and making sure that, to borrow a phrase from someone much wiser than I, that we make sure that our children, that our pain is not their pain. They have to deal with what they deal with, but what we have to deal with as parents is not their problem, is not their fault. And what the Shabbaton and Kesher does is it gives us as parents that that network, that we can share that pain with each other, and we can learn from each other in terms of the experiences we've each had and how to navigate similar but different circumstances. God willing, I think in May, we're going to write the next chapter, a huge chapter in that book, hopefully a larger chapter. And I would just really like to thank everyone who came out tonight to listen, for whatever support people can lend, and thank you very much.